Hi everyone, I'm Debbie from Crossroads Counseling Center, and today I want to talk about another skill in our relationships that's really difficult but also really important, and that's empathy. I think that there's a few different reasons that we struggle to often engage in empathy with our partners, and one of those reasons is that I think we often don't understand the difference between sympathy and empathy. You've probably heard those words used interchangeably and don't necessarily, what they mean and why they're different from each other. So let me explain a little bit about that. I think the best definition that I have heard for empathy is that empathy is feeling with people. In contrast, sympathy is feeling for people. So when we're engaged in sympathy, we feel for someone and for their difficult emotions. So we can feel for their pain, for their sadness, for their grief. But in contrast, when we engage in empathy, we really feel with them. We feel the emotions that they are feeling with them and almost alongside of them. As a therapist, you can imagine that I certainly have not had all the experiences that my clients have had, but I can still be empathetic, and empathy is a really important skill as a therapist, right? What allows me to be empathetic and be able to engage in empathy, even though I clearly, again, haven't had all the experiences that my clients have had, but I have had all the feelings that they've had, right? So I'm a human being. Of course, I have experienced the range of emotions. At some point in my life, I have felt sadness and I have felt loss and grief and disappointment and pretty much any feeling that my clients have felt. So when they're talking about their experiences, even though it's, again, not an experience that I may have personally had, I can empathize and connect with them on the feelings level, right? And provide empathy for the feeling that they are having. So that's a really connecting experience. That's the reason that I think empathy is so important in our relationships, because empathy drives and fuels connection in our relationships. Now, that is also a really difficult thing to do, because in order to be empathetic and in order to feel with our partners, we have to be vulnerable. We have to connect to that emotion in ourselves and allow ourselves to feel those difficult emotions, to feel the sadness, to feel the loss, to feel the grief, to feel the disappointment. We have to engage in that feeling ourselves in order to feel it alongside and feel it with our partner. And that's really hard, but it is really important. And again, I think understanding how empathy drives connection and how it does make our partner feel so much more connected to us in those moments, hopefully is going to make us want to improve on that skill. If you need help with empathy or any other skills in your relationship, please visit me at www.crossroadsofnj.com. And please tune in next month, where I'm going to talk a little bit more about feelings and how to manage when you feel conflicted and dichotomous emotions. See you next month. Bye-bye.